Yo, what's good, Jets Nation? This is New York Jets Media, bringing you guys my flight preview to the New York Jets versus New England Patriots matchup this Sunday. This is going to be a very interesting matchup for the Jets. They're like 22 underdogs in Vegas system or something like that, and it's looking like it's going to be a blowout, unfortunately, because of the sole purpose that we have our backup quarterback starting in Luke Falk. It's actually very funny how Tom Brady and Luke Falk's stories match up. They're both drafted in the 6th round with a 199th pick. They're both 6'4". Their both first career start is at the age of 24, and they just have all these lining up that I think Luke Falk is the next Tom Brady. I really think so. I'm obviously totally kidding. It's just funny to see how somebody is that identical to Tom Brady's story. I'm really excited to see what Luke Falk can do against this Patriots defense. This Patriots D is really, really tough. It's not going to be easy. They made the Dolphins look silly. They had 35 fantasy points for the New England Patriots defense, so it's going to be a really hard game to watch, but there are some things that we should look out for. This game is unfortunately going to have a lot of injuries. I think C.J. Mosley is not going to be playing. I don't think Quinton Williams, Jordan Jenkins, Sam Darnold, obviously, and Demaryius Thomas. So those are big blows for the Jets. I don't really think it's worth it to throw those guys in the game if they're battling injuries, because our bye week is that next week, week 4. So I think this game should just be let all the backups and the young players get some experience, build some chemistry, and let all the injured stars that we have, like CJ, let them rest, get their bodies right. So when week 5 comes along, hopefully that's when Sam Darnold is returning from mono. That's what he said in his interview, that the doctor said that he should be returning week 5 against the Philadelphia Eagles. So if we can not let our players get even more injured on Sunday and come back fully healthy week 5, yes, we'll be 0-3 most likely, but you never know. The Jets can go on a run, and if we're all healthy, I really believe this team still has what it takes to win in this league. Whether the first 3 quarters against the Buffalo Bills game showed the potential of this team on defense, especially with CJ playing. He was all over the field. We need to get CJ on the field, and we need to get Sam on the field. Those are the 2 most important players that we're missing right now. It's the play callers on offense and the play caller on defense. Those are 2 huge blows. So that's why I feel like we don't really have a chance against the Patriots. Yes, the Patriots is a dynasty, and they're a fantastic team. They're most likely going to win the Super Bowl this year with Antonio Brown, probably go 15-1. But I strongly believe that if the Jets had Sam Darnold and C.J. Mosley, we would have a chance to win this game. Not saying we would win it, but it would be way more competitive than it's going to be, obviously, because we have Luke Falk starting, and we have backup middle linebacker Blake Hashman and Neville Hewitt starting. So it's going to be a rough game to watch on both sides of the ball. The players I'm looking out for in this game, though, to see how they improve because they performed well last week, is cornerback Nate Hairston. This is a very interesting story for the Jets right now. Adam Gase decided to bench Trumaine Johnson. He's making a lot of money, and he decided to put Nate Hairston in his place. And that might have been one of the best moves Adam Gase has made so far. He's building a culture where he does not care how much money you're making. All he cares about is how you perform on the field. Do you love this game of football? And do you have a passion to win this game? And you can tell the difference from Trumaine Johnson and Harrison just from that one game. He literally played better than I feel like Trumaine did all year last year. Trumaine had some good games. We had a pick 6 once and 2 picks, but Harrison had that energy to him, and you can tell that he knows what he's doing, and I really like his length and speed, and I think he has potential to be a good corner for us this year. Another person I'm looking out for is Blake Hashman. I think he played a phenomenal game in his start against the Browns Monday Night Football. He's probably going to be starting again this Sunday with CJ out, and I think he has incredible potential for a 5th-round middle linebacker. He has the vision of tackling, he has speed, he's good in zone, and I think Greg Williams is going to utilize him and try to develop him to become, when CJ comes back, a rotational middle linebacker, and I think he has potential to be right next to CJ starting when CJ comes back, and I really like what Blake Cashman's doing. Another player I'm looking out for is Sam Ficken, the kicker. He looked good against the Browns in his debut. He only attempted 1 field goal, which was like a 46-yarder, and he nailed it. Didn't get any point after attempts because we did not score a touchdown, unfortunately. So I'm looking out to see, is this guy going to be our kicker in the future? Because the Jets have not had a kicker. We have not had a kicker all year. It's been an atrocity. We had Chandler Catanzaro. He retired. And you guys know the story. It's been a disaster. I'm used to last year we had Jason Myers, Pro Bowl kicker, where it was like the last thing on my mind to worry about was a kicker situation. But now that's a worry. So I will be looking out for Sam Ficken. Can he knock down the point afters if the Jets get in the end zone? And I'm excited to watch this game. Another thing I'm looking out for the Jets is the offensive line. This is crucial, especially for when Sam Darnold comes back. We need to build chemistry. Hopefully this team can really start gelling at the offensive line position, because it all starts there in the trenches. If we cannot create holes for Le'Veon and cannot protect the quarterback, it's going to be a long season. And I can tell why there's a lot of communication issues, because this Jets offensive line, all 5 starters did not play one snap together in the preseason, because Ryan Khalil did not play and Kalichi Osemele was hurt for a little bit. So they don't really have that chemistry yet, and I'm hoping this game against the Patriots they can somewhat improve and get more creative in blocking schemes, create holes for Le'Veon, because poor Le'Veon, dude, he has awful blocking and he's still doing great. Le'Veon Bell is leading the league in most forced missed tackles by 20. He has 20, and like the next person up to him is Eckler with 14. So you can tell Le'Veon has what it takes to really create space for himself and avoid those tackles. So imagine what Le'Veon can do with good blocking. Like, Le'Veon's already putting up numbers with awful blocking. Just imagine if this offensive line can gel and really create holes from him. I'm looking to see, there's rumors that the Jets might bench Ryan Khalil and start Harrison at center. That will be interesting, because Ryan Khalil was a huge acquisition that Joe Douglas did, and all of us were so happy that we got a center finally, but he's been a disappointment. He looks very not in line with everybody, and at that center position you got to be vocal, you got to be a leader, you got to call everything out. It's a really tough position, so we'll see with that. And then some players that I'm keeping an eye on that I'm worried about for this Jets team is Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams looked like he wasn't even there against the Browns. He only recorded like 2 tackles or something, 0 QB hits, 0 sacks. He's a 6th overall pick. You got to get something out of him. You got to be able to get to the quarterback or get some tackles, create interior pressure for this guy. Like, I don't understand. Leonard Williams was like a Pro Bowl replacement his like rookie or year after, and he was good at the beginning of the year, and now he's just forgot how to play football, or he just lost his passion. I don't know. There's something about Leonard Williams that I don't understand, because I think he has incredible potential to be a great defensive lineman in this league. He's just been not playing well last year or the beginning of this year. And another player on the offensive line that looked awful in the Browns that I'm keeping an eye on is Kelvin Beachum, left tackle. He had like 3 penalties against him. He like gave up 3 sacks with Myles Garrett or something like that, and he just looked absolutely awful. And that left tackle position is probably one of the most important positions on that line. It protects the blind side for the quarterback, for Sam Darnold and Luke Falk on Sunday. So it's going to be interesting to see what this Jets team can do against the Patriots. Like I said, I'm not expecting them to come out with a victory, but there are some things that I'm looking out for, and I'm excited to watch this Jets football game. And I'm excited. I'm actually happy that the Jets have a bye week 4. When the schedule first came out, I hated it. I was like, why that? Like, that's awful. Why is it so early in the season? But now it's like a blessing in disguise. It gives Sam Darnold an extra day of rest, an extra week of rest, to get his mind and body back in shape. We have a lot of injuries. Quinton Williams, CJ, it gives them an extra week to get their strength back in order, and hopefully we can come back week 5 and be a completely healthy team from top to bottom and put on a show, and hopefully this offense can start clicking, because I still believe Sam Darnold has what it takes to have a top 10 offense in this league, especially with Le'Veon Bell playing the way he is. We got to get our receivers in line, and obviously most importantly, like I keep saying in this video, the offensive line. So that does it for this video. Drop a comment down below what your predictions of this game, your score prediction, what you guys are looking for. Are you looking at a certain player? Like, I named Blake Cashman, I named Harrison, I named a bunch of players that I'm looking out for. What are players that you guys are keeping an eye on that you like and you don't like? Leave a comment down below. And hit that subscribe button if you're new. I'll be posting all season long. Go Jets. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.